Hello, everybody. We are back with another awesome episode of Tales from the Tavern. Look at this beautiful group of people I have with me tonight. I'm so excited about having some of them here. We have a few long-time listeners, first-time callers. We have a few repeat guests. Yes, I was not muted this time. We actually had a behind-the-scenes conversation about that and everything. So, I feel like we should have that as like a t-shirt now, like, you know, Luna, make sure to unmute or something like that. So anyway, I am going to, it is unmuted because of my awesome sign. If you guys didn't see it last week, I actually made myself a sign.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, I love it.
That's so good.
Fantastic.
That's so good.
Yeah, I was like, I definitely need that. And now it sits on my desk right in front of my microphone. So, yeah, so there you go. I'm gonna have all of our guests go around and introduce themselves, and we'll talk a little about a giveaway that we have going on, and we'll dive right in. So Adam, because you're taking a drink, we're gonna start with you.
Yeah, perfect. I knew that was gonna happen. Hello, I'm Adam. I am a podcaster and a streamer. I have a AP podcast called DM's Treehouse. It's a lot of fun. It's myself and a bunch of my friends. We're all kind of forever DMs, and we're like, you know what? Why don't we DM for each other, give ourselves a chance to be a player? And it's been a really great time. We have one campaign's done, another one's about to finish up, and we'll be moving on to the next one pretty soon. And check us out. That's DM's Treehouse. I'd love for you to give us a listen. And then I stream over on Good Great Friends streaming channel with my friend Kyle Classett, who's the DM for Bombarded. We just play games, retro games, some new stuff, and just hang out. It's a great time. It's kind of fun because I don't play those games a lot, and it's almost like an excuse to play through a full Super Nintendo game, where when I was a kid, I would just get to a spot and then throw my controller and go have a snack. But now I can't do that, and it's a lot more fun.
I mean, you
Anyways,
can. It's
I
just
see some
not
beans
a,
in the chat. Thanks. I got my
You
bean friends here. So
I mean,
I guess you can.
You
I
You
just,
can. It's just
don't
totally
worry.
not as
The
acceptable.
whole time.
Whoops.
Whoop.
All right. Well, Adam, thanks so much for coming back on and hanging out
Yeah.
tonight. I am very excited to have you. And next, we're going to shoot over to Ray, who is sponsoring tonight's giveaway.
Hi, everybody. I am Ray. It is pronounced Ray. I know it's spelled like Rye, but it is pronounced Ray, I promise. I am a general podcast, especially role-playing podcast enthusiast. I am a Discord troublemaker. If you are on the Dice Populi channel, you know me as the Plushy Princess. If you are on Dimension Door, or more recently, if you are on Inspired Incompetence, you know me as Dreamy Ray. And I just like to make a lot of trouble. I am sponsoring tonight's giveaway. I make bracelets, and you can find me on Instagram as Dreamy Ray and see some of those bracelets. And I am also a children's book author, so I have one children's book out on Amazon right now that you can buy digitally, and I am hoping to have my second book, which is a small anthology of children's mythology stories that are based on people I've met on Discord.
That's
Out by the
amazing.
end of the year, once it's illustrated.
I love that so much.
That's so cool.
That is super cool. I really like that a lot. Well, thank you for being willing to come and hang out with us tonight. I am so excited to have you here and get to know you a little bit better. We lurk in the Dice Populi Discord together, but yeah. And Nicola, we're gonna go to you next because you just took a drink.
Cool.
And that's why I waited.
I realized as soon as I picked it up, I said, I think I'm next.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Nicola the Druid on Twitter. You can find me a lot of places because I can't keep my hands out of things. One of them is on the current side campaign on Good Better Quest called Good Better Side Quest. I play a psychic named Raquel in an Off-Worlders campaign. I am also the support druid and personal assistant to the Backwater Bastards. I think I pointed the right direction.
You did.
And I am also the producer for an audio drama called the Sonova Project. Currently on hiatus while we redo our videos and things, and it's going to be amazing when it comes back. But yeah, and that's all I'm going to list, or we're going to be here for 3 hours.
Well, I am glad that we finally were able to get you on this side of the camera.
Ah! It's only a little bit nerve-wracking.
You'll be fine. We have a great community here, and it'll be a lot of fun, I promise. Taylor, we're gonna go over to you next.
I'm Taylor. I work with Nicola wherever she's at. I'm on the Backwater Bastards, where I play a human bear. We're a sci-fi improv story AP podcast where we are using our own game system called Orbital Refuse. If you want to know what a human bear is, you better stop by. I'm also on Twitter, like the thing in the chat says. Come be friends. I'm also an illustrator and, like 20 other things, like a problem. But yeah, that's where I live. And I'm super excited to be here with Nicola. It's like finally happening. And I'm excited to be here with you guys because this is the coolest place on the web.
I am excited to have you back. This is awesome. So thank you for coming in and hanging out. And Stefan, we're going to go to you next.
Oh, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. I'm Stefan. I'm part of Paradise RPG, where I play in our Monday night streams Kieran, the Elven Cleric. So we do that every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then I also run our One Shots in Paradise once a month, where I just have great people from the community coming in to play with us while I DM, and it's always a lot of fun. So yeah, you can find me anywhere at the Stefnator.
I love it. I love that very much.
Anywhere.
Including
Oh,
your
wow.
basement. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's
Like
dangerous down
a
there.
Beetlejuice thing. Like if you say it 3 times, you just kind of appear.
I think that's how it works.
How do you
Yeah.
think he got here?
I mean,
Right.
that's how we got
Fair,
him in, yeah.
fair. Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
All right. So I promised you guys that I was going to ask this question beforehand. So I will stick to it, even though we've already gotten 2 questions. Actually, before we do that, first, let me remind everybody we do have a giveaway going on. Ray has a bracelet. If you are interested, if you want to see a picture of it, you can go here. And you can click a link and see a picture of the bracelet. But she has also said that you can pick a bracelet of your choice from her website if you would prefer a different one. Exclamation point ticket will get you entered into that. You can buy 1 ticket to enter, and we will draw the winner at the end of the stream. You do have to be present to win. So if you are not here, we will draw another winner if you are not able to stick around. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it. So, the question is, do your dice have to match?
Yes.
Okay, good. Glad we talked.
Yeah.
Now,
I have a
when you
bit of
say-
a dice problem. I get a set of dice for each character, and my first podcast was a Pokemon podcast, and I got dice for every Pokemon I was using because I'm weird and I have a problem. So yeah, to mix up the dice or anything like that, like to have them in a bag or something I would get hives. It would give me so much anxiety. But
You mean a bag like this?
yeah,
Oh, no!
Oh,
Okay.
you want to separate those out maybe?
Right?
I did just buy something that's sitting in an Amazon box that I haven't opened. It only came in yesterday to
it
actually
the rack?
organize it. Mine's a wall version
I am actually
of the
getting
rack
Can I show you
that
that?
Now that you showed me
You
that,
did.
I'm a little itchy. I have a bag. I do have a bag. Very similar to that. But I have all my dice.
That's
Ooh.
so cool.
One of these?
Oh, wow.
Do you see it?
Oh,
Oh, that's so
Yes.
good.
I
And
like
like-
that.
I think I showed
I
this last
did
time.
like
You
that.
slide it out, and it's contained, and you get the whole set of dice.
I love that so much.
Anyways, I
That's so
Oh,
I have a
forgot what I was
problem.
saying.
have a problem.
Yeah, right?
That's very
Anyways,
cool.
sorry.
I don't even match my socks. Why would I match my dice?
That's different.
Same.
Okay, this is thing, though. You have to be nice to your dice.
It's true.
Because dice aren't going to be nice to you if you're not nice to your dice.
I don't know if that's how dice work.
Yeah?
Why are they
I do.
still mean to me then? I don't know. Every time I buy one, it comes in a little container, and the containers are different, and they're all cool, and I can't throw anything away. So they're separated because of that. But like, I just like to get them all out and like put them together and look at them.
Maybe they don't
I
like each
actually
other.
have
Wait, maybe they don't
Taylor's
like each other.
dice on my desk because I forgot to mail them.
Hey!
Get those off to her. Maybe they'll do better for her than the ones she's currently using.
It hasn't done that well for me. I'm kidding. I'm too afraid to use them because they're too pretty. They're just custom bastards dice that we got, and and I forgot to mail them. And
It's okay.
I love
it's okay.
you. I love you.
It's okay. I have a thing at the post office that I've been meaning to pick up for like 6 months now. So like, what can I say about it?
What?
I just got mine do have to match. Chat pretty well knows this, but I just got these from a Kickstarter that I backed. I'm trying to find a good angle to show them off. They're not guaranteed to be balanced, so they're really more just a showcase, but they are the Keyfish dice from Greenleaf Geeks Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how well you can
nice.
see them. Like, I can't, my hand is in the way. But there's a little tiny goldfish inside of them.
Oh,
And they just did another Kickstarter for Purryhedrals, which are dice with little
backed
cats
that.
in them. Did you? Yeah, me too. So, I
Showing off dice. This is probably hard to see. Definitely a set piece. I haven't even opened them yet, but they're bean dice. It's got beans in them.
Oh my god!
oh
you
my
have the
god,
bean
you have
ones?
those?
So yeah, these are custom made from one of my friends. I tried to get the ones from Dice Buffet, I think it was, and I've a little bit of a bean brand going on, and I was like, I need those bean dice. 10 seconds sold out. I wasn't fast enough.
Oh
and
my
I was
gosh.
So mad. And then
Oh
my
my
friend made me
goodness.
some bean dice, but at least I got a set.
I have all these dice that I've bought. I started buying dice every time I went to a different city. And then my sisters, for my birthday, bought me 2 sets of dice. One is like metallic dice, and then one is this scroll thing that unrolls and is a dice tray that you can just roll into, and then the dice are inside. And these dice are the best dice. Like, they roll so well, so now I use none of the other sets.
Yeah.
I always just use those 2 sets. And my sisters don't play any like RPG games at all, and they know nothing about dice. They were just like, these are pretty, and Rachel will like them.
I mean,
And
that's
so,
not how most
They
people
were
pick out their
right.
dice.
but I'm just saying, I was like, you
Valid.
guys always should buy me dice because these are fantastic.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it when the universe is nice like that. I gave away a set of dice that I owned. They were a set that I bought that were sort of like a gold, like they were flecked like with gold glitter on the inside. And I had bought them because I was playing a character that was a treasure hunter. And I hadn't played the character in a really, really long time. I mean, we're talking like several years at this point. And so a couple years ago, I mailed them to a friend of mine who didn't own any dice, was just getting into TTRPGs. And he lives in Holland, so not a huge TTRPG community there, so there was not like a good place to buy dice. So I mailed him these ones because yellow was his favorite color. And that year for Christmas, I got blessed by the dice gods with a set of metal dice in a Secret Santa. So
Oh.
I was like, well, now I'm giving away all my dice if that's what's going to happen. But there was a question that I saw somebody asking in chat, and I do just want to grab it because it's on topic. Let's see, where did it go? Somebody asked where they could buy dice because they have a student who really likes dice. And I'm like, there are so many places you could buy dice. So to piggyback off of that, what's your favorite place to buy dice from?
Ooh.
Oh.
I like to. There's a local game store I like to go to. They do a lot of Chessex, I think is how you pronounce.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Which is, I think that's totally fine dice. I like to support local, but if I'm looking for something else, hashtag not sponsored, but Die Hard Dice has always knocked it out of the park for me. I love that. And then Dice Envy, hashtag yes I am sponsored. You get something there too. Use promo code Treehouse for 10% off. Anyways, but yeah, I try to shop local more than anything.
There you go.
Well, it's fun. You get to see it and hold it and shake the little
Yeah.
plastic box.
Check to
Yeah,
make sure
like
they're made in Russia.
yeah.
I said, like I always try to go to a place whenever now I go nowhere, so it doesn't matter. But when I was still traveling, anytime I was in like a new city, I would always try to find a local game store and get dice from whatever the local game store was. And then I would
That's
come
cool.
home and I put them in these little like pouches that I got from the dollar store. And I would label the pouch with the city, and then I would put them in this bag that I
is
bought
so cool.
That's a great
secondhand that
idea.
was like this really ugly 80s purse, but made an awesome like treasure hunters looking bag, but was probably a really bad purse in the 80s. But now I apparently only get dice for presents, so I don't know where to buy them online because I've never had to.
Go ahead.
I like
Hashtag spoiled.
I like Die Hard dice and Heartbeat dice because I have to show off my gay dice.
Yeah,
Love
those are
Heartbeat
nice.
dice.
Heartbeat dice makes really
Heartbeat.
nice ones.
Heartbeat
that
does
down.
this. Well, that one's harder to see. But also Kraken Dice.
Yep.
Who, hashtag sponsored a charity event that I just helped out with. So Kraken Dice is also really good.
Yeah, Kraken dice is great. If I'm looking for something just like artsy dice, Etsy is great. I mean, like you can literally just put in like polyhedral dice or dice and umpteen gazillion sellers will come up. The Stormforged dice from Die Hard, those are great, Nick. I just saw that in
My
chat.
favorite.
Oh.
Those are really nice.
These are the coolest dice ever. I'm sorry. These are my favorite dice ever. The Stormforged.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So,
Mhm.
probably about a little over a year ago, I actually got to have Jake Stormone on this stream. He's the guy that designed them. And I was like, this is so cool. And we got to give a set away, and it was really, really fun. And I loved it every second of it. So I'm trying to get him back. But he's also an actor, and so I think he's stuck overseas, like filming right now. So, yeah, that's not going to work. But yeah, those, let's see, I'm trying to think, any of the Die Hard dice I think are great. I saw somebody in chat put D20 Collective, which is great if you're looking for like just really inexpensive dice. They like every Thursday they swap out their sets of $5 dice, $5 acrylic dice. I bought a bunch of those too. Yeah, I have a ton of those.
There's so many.
And then there's another company, and I can't remember what they're called, and I thought I had a set of them, but I don't think I do. There's a ton of them out there. And then hashtag sponsored. If you need something to put your dice in, you can always go to Arcane Spectacles. Use shared experience for 10% off your order. You can
Arcane
get
Spectacles, you say?
Yes, Arcane Spectacles, where you can get very cool dice vaults, mix and match colors for your dice vaults. I put my Arcane Spectacles stickers on them.
Mine.
Nice.
You can get
spell trackers.
spell trackers. I don't want
I
my
love-
D6s to fall out. Is that the
I
purple
love
heart
my-
one that you have?
Yes.
Nice.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It is. That is
Ah.
really pretty. I have this
I love
one's the
it so
Padawan.
much.
Wow, Stefan
I love it.
too.
Yes.
I have a special
You do have
version
one.
made by Caitlin and Jared for my character Curon.
Yeah.
With some custom art.
Aw.
Whoa.
Aw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal. They're amazing people.
Oh my gosh.
If any of you ever have the chance to support them, do it.
Yes.
Do it.
do it.
Yes.
Yes, they are amazing. They are our, husband and wife team, and they do everything themselves. They had a highly successful Kickstarter,
Oh, yeah.
and such great people. The spell trackers, if you've never used them before, literally the way they work, like I am just holding dice right here, right now, and that's pretty much what it's for. But like, if you're a spellcaster and you're like, okay, I have 6 level 1s and 5 level 2 spells, and that's all I have right now, then you literally use dice. I want to hold this up, but I don't want them to fall. But like, you literally put them in, and then as you use your spells, you use these as counters, and you just turn them down.
And those those look like the blue ones that came with it.
These
I
are
got
the blue ones from the Kickstarter.
I got the purple ones.
Nice. I have a set of the purple ones too.
And they also, this is the smallest thing, but they package everything so cute.
They
And it
really
was tied
do.
with a little bow, and it came with a sticker. And I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, they really do. They're super nice. Super awesome. I love them. They make mugs and stuff now too. And yeah. All right. Yes, so the spell trackers are very cool. If you have not had the chance to check out their website, visit arcanespectacles.com and show them some love. All right, so we're gonna dive into the questions that have been coming in from chat, and the first one comes from Ray Mayhem, and this one is a fun one, I think. What is your go-to game snack and beverage combination?
I think it depends. If I'm DMing, nothing. Maybe some water. But that's too much distraction for me. I need to be
Same.
focused. If I've got snacks going on, I'm like, oh, wait, what's going on? I'm just, these Doritos are so good. But as a player,
Oh my gosh, Doritos.
yeah, probably Doritos. Cool Ranch.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
none of that
Thank you.
cheese on the dice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Best flavor.
I'm the same way if I'm DMing, but pardon the crinkles. I'm gonna reach for my snack that I just got.
Snack,
That is
snack,
my
snack.
that is my favorite, and it's a 5-pound bag of gummy bears.
Yes.
And so it's sitting by my desk because I'm constantly snacking on them.
I love
5
gummy
pounds
bears. I love
of gummy
that.
bears.
Big shout out to Randy for that.
Oh yeah, my friend Randy bought them for me.
Randy. I'm not allowed to eat while we play because
You'll get distracted.
no, because of noise. I used to sneak
Mhm.
and then and then like Dan would be like, "Hey, what are you eating?" in the recording because I definitely can hear it, and then he started to figure out what I was eating by the sounds. So I was like, "Fine, I'll stop." But my snack of choice used to be like Thai green curry,
Whoa.
That's
like
hardcore,
a
man.
giant, a big one, because
That's
it's
not a
like,
snack.
hey, what? Yes, it is. Oh my God. Everything's a snack, okay? Like, oh man, but I'll eat anything. Like when you get rolling, like you're playing a 4-hour game, it's just like, hold on, I'll be right back, and you eat like 45 cookies in the kitchen and run back in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Imagination
Oh, yeah.
fuel, right?
Yeah, man, I gotta like, you know.
Yeah. I have to mute if I'm gonna eat anything because I'm too paranoid about people hearing me. But if I'm gonna like try to sneak something in, it has to be something I can like eat quietly. So I'll like be like, I literally like behind my computer right now there is a box of like Gertrude Hawk chocolate covered bunnies.
Oh my
because, like, I can
goodness.
sneak these.
You
or I
gotta.
have to mute. But I also am not allowed to drink anything that is not in a sippy cup because I'm a big stiller. And there's a lot of electronics around, and so this is my sippy cup, and this is actually my D&D sippy cup because this is my Toast sippy cup, and Toast is the mascot
Oh my gosh.
of our game because that's actually the name, the username of our DM.
Oh my
So
gosh, that's amazing.
we have named our campaign The Misadventures of Toast, and it is so this is my official. I mean, I use this sippy cup literally every day, but this is my official D&D sippy cup.
I also have a sippy cup, but mine just says love, and my boss bought it for me for Christmas. So
Alright,
don't
she's
tell my
fine.
boss it currently has alcohol in it.
This
Let's
is
hope your boss isn't watching.
This is my sippy cup. It's the only, well, not only, but I only ever use this for water because, you know, it's like, you know, silicone straw and all that stuff that you don't want to have to clean too much.
Amen.
Plus, I can put all my cool stickers on it, like, you know, my fish dye and, you know, my shared
Stickers.
experience one, and that one's
Dang,
from
I
my
love a
channel.
sticker.
Right? I am all over stickers.
I bought myself a Cricut for my birthday, which is one of those machines that cut things out so I can make my own stickers.
That's how I made my
So
little
I
"You're on
Ooh,
mute" sign.
literally
That's cool.
not even joking. Right now, if I open my drawer, just piles and piles of
Nice.
stickers waiting to go on things.
Yes.
love
I've been wanting to buy one, but then I know that I'll never do anything else in my life.
That's
No,
a
you
fact.
I just
Oh, right.
literally like while I'm like working, I'm also cutting out stickers.
Yeah. This is my dad's birthday card. I literally just made it yesterday on my Cricut. So.
Oh, it's so
Oh.
cute.
Hey, that's really cool.
So yeah, all right. Anybody else? I don't typically eat while we play just because I'm
Oh, yeah, the question.
always on stream.
always hungry.
Well, that
Did we-
too.
Did we take a bet on who was going to be the first person to derail the conversation?
No, but we should have, because that would have been
It was
great.
gonna be me.
No.
It was gonna be me.
No, I mean, I could talk about making stuff on the Cricket all day, but that would be a completely different stream. So
We'll do that later.
yeah.
We can have
I
that
never-
conversation later.
I never derail.
No, never.
Oh
Ever.
my goodness. We have a whole Patreon tier about you derailing things.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Allison wanted to know what my NASA sticker was. It's actually
Man,
Oh,
Mando.
that's cool.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
love
love
that.
that.
Oh, that's cool. I have one that says
So.
LMAO. It just cracks me up.
That's awesome.
Literally.
Yeah, I love all my
I love
stickers
it.
though.
Oh,
I have
God.
I have
Okay.
spoken right here, and this is the way over here, and my
Aw.
Wormwood Gaming here. This one also came from Greenleaf Geek.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, this is like most of these are all nerdy, except for Turtles and Chill, which is not a nerdy stream. But if you haven't seen them, you should
Them.
definitely check them out.
They changed my life.
Right? Yeah, quiet foods are what I usually eat when we're streaming, but normally I try not to stream because I just don't like to be like chewing into my microphone. So, and this is it looks like water. It's definitely a gin and tonic.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Rum and pineapple juice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Tea, because I'm sick.
Yeah,
Long
I like that mug though.
Water, because
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I know
That
that
is
is
a
a
cool mug.
sippy cups for water and for other things. Like I can't mix my water sippy cups with my
Right.
other sippy cups.
Yeah.
Lord Juice.
Because
Fair.
then my water sippy cups will. Okay, listen, it's a crazy person thing.
No, you're totally on. Yeah, Sean calls it lore juice. I like that.
Mm-hmm. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Down for that.
Yeah, we've
That's
been
where
told
the
you get
lore
enough.
comes from.
You get enough into Sean, and he'll start talking all about his world. Tell you all the narrative beats down the road, and you're like, wait, let me take notes.
Right. let me write this down for a minute.
Give him a little more of the juice.
I'm hearing more children's books.
Right? Yeah.
Where do you think those come from?
Hi, Sean.
All right. Vertrox Nightblood used our Ask My Question next with channel points, so I'm gonna jump to that one, and then we'll go back and answer the ones that we jumped over. The question is, what is an inside joke from a game you run or play in, and the story behind it?
Okay, he asks this question every week, and now I have a chance.
Yes.
Vertrox, which one do you want me to say? And now everybody else can continue while we wait, because he's got 7,000 of them. He's one of my players.
I love it.
So this question was for you.
No, because he asks us every time, and the guests always come up with the craziest things, and I love it, and I want to hear everybody else's. So please tell me.
Well, chat's literally saying Evie's aim. Evie is my character in our Wednesday night game, and for whatever reason, she's a ranger. Literally, her profession is a hunter, and she cannot shoot anything with a bow. Like, daggers, totally fine. Like, she'll crit with daggers like it's nobody's business. You give that girl a bow, she cannot hit. And it's totally not the bow's fault. Like, it's just the dice.
The fates will not allow it.
No, they won't.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hey,
Sean
Toast
just
family, did any of you make it here? Does anybody remember any jokes?
the DM from Paradise, Sean just posted. We had one mostly oats. We like to force our DM to tell us about the food that are at taverns, and a lot of times in medieval taverns you're gonna have porridge. But what's in the porridge, Sean? It's mostly it's mostly oats. And that was
I
that.
love that.
And now it's dead, and we say it occasionally, but it's never in context to anything, and like I'm sure the viewers are just like, what are they talking about? We have fun.
Love that though.
Well, it's got to be fun
Yeah.
for you guys, too, so...
Right, exactly.
I feel like we do that with NPCs, where it's like, this is no one, and you don't need to talk to them, and they're not important. And we're like, but what are they like? What is their vibe? Do they have a strange, hard-to-do voice? We're gonna take them with us.
Yeah, what's the game with?
For
And whole
45 episodes.
Oh, you have a whole armada of NPCs with difficult voices.
Yep. Yeah,
Like my
yeah, we
dream
do.
campaign.
We love them, and now there is a spreadsheet about all of them. There's legitimately over 20, and they all have to because we
Your
had to keep
poor
them.
DM.
Okay,
That's amazing.
They're like pets. NPCs as pets.
we really like them now. We're extremely attached. The entire plot has changed.
The power of the
saving-
player.
Kind of did.
We're saving their planet right now. Okay, like it's a whole thing.
I did think of an inside joke, but I don't know how to tell it in a PG-13 manner.
That's okay. If you
Uh-oh.
have to, if you have
Oh.
to stretch out of it a little, that's all right.
So okay,
Because
so
now we
what
need
I
to
need,
know.
what I need
Yes.
to explain, what I need to explain is that I have night terrors, which are awful. And when you have night terrors, you think things are really happening. So sometimes in the moment, you don't realize like that the things that are happening are A, ridiculous, or B, that like you are going to like once you process them, there are things you've missed that are probably like indications that this was not real. I had this night terror that one of my really good friends had turned into a dragon, but I didn't know, and so I shot him with an arrow, and his top half turned back into my friend, but the bottom half stayed dragon. And I'm like trying to revive him in the dream, and I'm just feeling awful because I think I've killed my best friend, right? But so I'm telling this to my D&D campaign as we're starting, like when we're doing our planning session. But I didn't get to the part about A, having night terrors, or B, about like why this was substantial. All I really got out was that he had dragon anatomy, and
It happened.
apparently there are things
Yes.
on Reddit that I was not aware of.
Dragons, cars. Anyone ever heard of the subreddit?
Yeah, when you have a draconic bloodline, you know, when
Well,
you level
no,
up.
there's a lot of things apparently on Reddit that I didn't want to know about. But there are
Mood.
things on Reddit that you can you don't purchase them off
Oh,
Reddit.
yes.
But, that are dragon themed
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
that I was not familiar with, but everyone else in my D&D group now is. And when I was also telling my husband this story, he went, "Oh yeah," and then named it, and I went, "Who are you? Where am I?" And so yeah,
Forever.
that was how we started our D&D campaign.
Good note
Oh, wow.
to start on.
Oh my goodness, I love that. So Vertrox came back and said the books, but then he changed his mind, and I told him it's too late. So I have
Just
to talk
like a
about the
DM.
books. Yep. Nope. One chance, one shot, one opportunity.
Spaghetti.
So
Do not throw away your shot.
No, I am
Exactly.
not sponsored by these dragon-themed creators.
I
anyone.
want to be.
Yeah.
Sponsor me.
I will.
When
Sponsored
opportunity
bastard.
knocks.
Maybe we can. Yeah.
If you're out
Sorry,
there,
I'm so sorry. Keep going, please.
dragon people, we'll take that sponsorship.
Okay, so anyways,
Oh,
my
God.
producer marketing brain went nuts for a second.
There's a sponsorship to acquire?
There's money in dragon.
There really is.
Anyways, so Vertrox's character in my campaign is a dwarf named Baldbeard because he can't grow a beard, and he's an idiot. He's an adorable, lovable idiot, but he's an idiot. So we were in this city where they had found these cursed gems that turned out to have people's souls trapped in them. Well, our wizard went to the library to go research these souls, but we were having to like do it by beats because there was also a curse that made people want to steal these, so people kept coming up. So the barbarian went with to sit in the library to make sure that they didn't get hurt. But then the barbarian gets bored and is like, I want some books. And so our wizard goes, "Can you even read? Do you want some like pop-up books or something?" And he's like, yeah, I want some pop-up children's books. And in my head, I'm going, what? So any of you who are NADPOD fans, I introduced Ulfgar Goes Punch to my
Nice.
campaign. And I was like, yeah, you're able to find these Ulfgar. So now Vertrox, who's never listened to NADPOD, is obsessed. Every city they go, he's acquired 6 of them from all these different libraries. Except he doesn't understand that he has to return them to libraries. So in my DM notes, I have which ones he's gotten from which libraries, because they're going to come after him at some point. Because
Nice.
And so he's like, anytime there's downtime, he's like, do you want to look at the book that I have? It's called Ulfgar Goes Punch. And it's so cool because it's about a guy named Ulfgar and he goes punch. And it is just this long running thing in our campaign now that he's obsessed with picture books because that's all he can read. The other thing he wants me to talk about is the doors, but it's too late now. I don't want to talk about them.
We have one in DM's treehouse. We have a couple, but there's one that I'm just so embarrassed about because it's my fault, and it's suit stink, and that's like the main thing. Because we are playing in a mask campaign, which is a teen superhero thing, and we get like superhero suits. And I just mentioned something about suit stink, and then they just took it and ran, and they just bring it up all the time. Cameron, I know you're in here, buddy. Anyways, so suit stink
Sounds
comes
like
up
something
way
that
too often.
definitely shouldn't be allowed to fade.
No.
Despite my best efforts, it's not
That's my
fading
heart
at all.
feeling.
Yeah. So suit stink.
In real life as well. If you really were like a superhero, imagine.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
You would struggle with that. You'd probably have
Yeah.
a lot of weird
Yeah.
problems. Like,
Mhm.
never mind. This is not the place. But
I mean, super skin doesn't chafe, so I guess that's not an issue.
Bat
That's
Duck in
true.
chat
I
just
mean-
wrote hashtag wash your suit.
wash your suit, though. Wash your suit. Soak it in vinegar or whatever you gotta do.
Oh, that's-
Something.
I don't know.
Smell
I
like
don't
something.
know.
Another bad smell. Collect them all.
It's like Pokemon.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Did everybody get to answer that? I think so. All right, so let's see. Lord Richter 17. What is your favorite obscure or old school tabletop game?
That's a great question.
I didn't start playing until D&D 3.5, so at that point, like, I had missed a lot of the older stuff.
I am really into the Star Wars system, Genesis system by
Mhm.
Fantasy Flights. And as a DM, I wanted like source material to go through. So I went to the old D6 version that they made in the 80s. I forget who it was made by and what the system's like technically called. But I ended up kind of quasi learning it as I was reading through like, like lore things for, stormtroopers or I don't know, whatever. But like I technically learned part of that and it was interesting, but it was very crunchy with just a D6 to use. And it was like, I can see why things have changed.
That's fair.
I barely been playing tabletops for like 2 years now, so I don't even know. But I want to play them, so I'm going to write every one of them down that you say.
Well,
Welcome
that's- I
to
mean,
my
I'm-
life.
I'm kind of like in the same boat where like I always wanted to play D&D and like I could never find people to play D&D with. I mean, like I think the closest thing to anything that I played before like 2 years ago was like Mafia, the card game, where you like hand out people cards and then like that's how they know who they are. And I just was always the narrator, but that was probably the closest I got to anything.
I feel like
I
for
did
me
love
it's
that game.
actually computer games.
Yeah.
Like really, really, really ancient choose your own adventure stuff.
yeah.
Hmm.
And it's so long ago that I can't even remember what they would have been called at this point. That and like forum games, like
Ooh.
like mid to late 90s where you would like join a little website and you would all just like create your character and like role play in forums. And
Oh
you would,
yeah, I
like,
used to do that too.
and you would spend so much time like changing your like font and making sure that you had the like the good tags and like a good like little like combination of symbols to like bracket your signature so that you had a whole aesthetic.
Hmm.
Obviously I've just upped how cool I am by a lot.
Totally.
So I'm gonna stop there, but I've been doing that since I had a computer, so woo! Because I didn't have enough friends.
Ray, you may know what I'm talking about, but one that Ryan from the Dice Populi podcast always likes to talk about the fact that he owns is Tunnels and Trolls, which came out in 1975, and it was meant to be a more easily accessible TTRPG than first edition D&D. And I'm like, I'm kind of curious about this now.
I have seen him talk about that. I would like to clarify that I was not around in 1975.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, neither was I. But
everybody.
When you said that, I was like, wow, really?
Hey, or I was, and I just look really good. I mean,
You do,
either
though.
way. Yeah, for 1975, I think.
Timeless. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, maybe I'm a vampire. One or the
Maybe
other.
it's Mage Hand.
Maybe it's minor illusion.
Prestidigitation.
But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of things that Ryan posts constantly, and I'm just like, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke,
I know.
I'm broke, I'm broke, because it's just like every book, and I'm like, okay. But every now and then, I found a rare used book website, and every now and then I will find like these. I think I posted a picture of the last one that I bought. I will find like these books, and I found this like rare Dungeons and Dragons user manual, and it was like I looked it up on eBay. It's worth a lot more than what I paid for it. But it's not in great shape. But like I don't really care because now I can read it the way I want to read it without feeling guilty about it. Because I'm just like I just want to know everything.
Yeah. Ryan's collection is pretty insane.
In grad school, so broke. In grad school, so broke. Just all the time.
All right, so let's see. Scry Society would like to know, what is your favorite house rule or alternate rule that you or your group has used in the past?
Whenever I'm playing D&D, I really like on a crit success, the damage is max, plus you get to roll an extra damage die, and the enemies get it too. But for me, I'm sure it's happened to people who don't use that rule. Where you roll a crit, table goes wild, everyone's throwing their snacks at each other, and then you roll the damage die and you get a 1, and you're like, cool, awesome. Now I have a mess to pick up, and I'm mad. So
Yeah.
So at least at that point, it's like, all right, sweet, max damage. Let's see what else I got, and I think that's pretty cool. But the enemies can do it to you as well. So, oh boy, it can get real intense. That's my favorite one, and like I'm just like, okay, I'll play in your D&D campaign, but please, for the love of God, can we use this rule? Because I will be the one that rolls the 1.
My table uses that, and it's knocked out some of my players, and it's completely one-shot monsters at one point. I had once, I was doing the Mother of Manticore, I always mispronounce it, the Mother of Manticores from Underground Oracle. And my player, we were playtesting, I had written a kineticist for D&D from Pathfinder, and he crit on something, and it was like 130 something damage. And I was like, hi, we're going to go back to the drawing board on this class because I can't do that.
Wow.
And so then now they're a paladin, and I'm getting better at writing.
Trying to think. My table uses Pathfinder First Edition, so all the rules are different.
Right. I mean, I
trying to
love
think
that
what other
the
rules they
crit
use.
one. Like, I definitely agree. Like, crits should be in rules as written. You get that one full damage dice because everyone knows the dice will try to, screw you over if they have the chance. Those pesky little.
Every time.
Be nice to your dice.
No,
I'm telling you.
how dare they?
I have so many table rules, and now I can't think of any of them.
Yeah, right.
The only one, and it's so inconsequential, but I let my players, if new content like Unearthed Arcana comes out with spells and stuff, they can't take them on level ups, but they're always available in like stores and stuff. So if they find something, they're just like, okay, we need to go shopping because I want this spell. It just came out. And I'm like, cool, that's fine. Do whatever.
I used to run where a natural 1 meant that your weapon or whatever you're trying to do didn't work, like a spell, and then the weapon would like break, like if it was like a long bow or something, like it would just get unstrung. Nothing like it shatters into a million pieces, but a thing where it then makes you, it's a little more than just missing. It's like, oh, now I'm slightly inconvenienced, which was very hard to balance. I ended up taking it out, but I like the idea of it. And maybe one day I'll circle back and actually build out rules to it. But I think the idea is there. Like, I think you should get both ends of the spectrum. You get natural 20, awesome. Natural 1, ugh.
I think that there are some, like the Gunslinger or something, that has a mechanic like that with some of the weapons, where it's a misfire. If you roll a 1, it's a misfire, and you have to take a round to fix your weapon. I DM'd it in a one-shot one time, and I never understood it.
Right.
I can't think of any alternative rules, but I do like when we use like homebrew spells. Like, my character in the campaign I'm doing right now has a spell that somebody actually helped me write. Well, he wrote it for me, I'm not gonna lie. Thanks, Kyle. But it's because the character is a tiefling, and she's a tiefling wizard, and it's called Shira's Plushie Madness, or I can't even remember what the name of the spell is now. But basically, it's kind of like a stunning spell where I can basically turn a enemy into a plushie for about a minute. It requires concentration. They get to make saving rolls and stuff, and it follows all the basic rules of a spell, but it's so personalized to my character, and it's so much more fun. And we're not even at level 2 yet, and I'm just like, it's in the front of the spell book that I have made for this character, because I'm just so excited about it. So I feel like I like when we use like the homebrewed spells and stuff and items more than the rule.
Yeah. That's definitely how it is for me, because we are super, super, super homebrew to the point where we have our own system. So all of the rules are house rules. I say that all the time but it's true. And I mean, I think for us, the things that define our game are less the rules and more like the kind of unspoken patterns of behavior that we agree to, where we always try to follow through with a thing that we think the character would really do instead of metagaming it together, or allowing space for collaborative story above all else, and like just generally making sure that we're kind of respecting the story that we're trying to make together, because at the end of the day, like, that's the thing. It's a performance, right? Like, it's we're making a world together. But I also saw in the chat that if you make me laugh, I'll probably let you do it rule.
Yeah.
From
The
from
rule
Echo.
cool.
And dang it, that's so important. If it's not cool and fun, why are you doing it?
Yeah, I still got nothing. I'm trying to think of something, and I'm like, I'm sure we have some, but they're not like, I can't think of any for the most part, tables that I've played at in the past, we've done like rule of cool. Like, yeah, that's awesome. I'll let you get away with it. But, yeah, I can't think of anything where we've like superly stretched the rules or changed them. But, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see. Jim the Dim would like to know, what is your favorite character quirk?
Like on a specific character? Or like on myself?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Just a kitty.
It's a
cat
kitty.
has appeared. I'm
Me.
gonna say it.
This is
I
Gamer
want
Cat
one now,
Molly, by
too.
the way. If you
I
haven't met
love
her yet.
King Molly. I want one too. Where are mine? Asleep. I better not wake them.
It's not wise.
Do not recommend. Yeah.
The level of like concern that it's not wise.
It's not. Well, it's not.
It's true. Do not recommend.
I have so a quirk. I don't know how to I don't know if this counts as a quirk, but I have one little ball of chaos is what we call them, and occasionally if they're like, if I have to explain something, I'm like, it's the trauma, like I don't know. It's the trauma. But they're also completely oblivious to everything. And all they care about is causing chaos for their patron, because they're a warlock of the Puka, another underground oracle thing, because I play a lot of their material. And so this last session we had, they were being like under review by the somebody in HR for their warlock. It's the craziest thing.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wait, HR
And-
for their warlock? Like their warlock is an HR department?
I don't know.
Because that's very funny, and I love that so
So-
much.
Yeah, and
Oh,
so
that's really good.
every time it was a pixie, and the pixie would say something mean, I'd be like, is that not normal? And it's like, you got like 47, and I'm like, that's higher than last time. But and there's paperwork. It's lots and lots of paperwork, as Ray says. Ray's in that campaign.
Amazing. I just actually got into a second campaign, which is great because my regular campaign, we only get to like play once a month because we're all in different countries and stuff, so it's kind of hard to arrange. And so I actually just got into a campaign that meets like once a week, which is like my dream come true. It's amazing. But until my character can like be worked into the story, I'm basically kind of like, I took over the character that the person who had to leave the campaign had to leave behind, until we can kind of like swap them out. And for some, I don't know why I do this, but like every character that I write for myself is always like very sweet and very nature loving and like very nice, and then like, and I do characters, but this character that I'm playing is a ranger, which is, I always play spellcasters, like I never play like anything else really. And then like this character's a ranger, and she's like super sarcastic, and she is just like very like just kind of go in, run in without thinking, and I am just like having the time of my life, like playing this sarcastic, like just off the cuff character, because I feel like that's probably a lot closer to who I am in real life. And it's been so much fun to like make fun of other people's, like, these people have all been in this campaign together, and then like I just jumped in and I'm like, oh, and I can just make fun of you now. That's really fun. 10 out of 10 recommend.
I don't know if I have like a quirk that I like to go towards. One of the things that I feel very blessed that I've been able to play multiple characters over the kind of the podcasting stuff that I've done. And I find myself, when I make a character, I just pick probably something about me that I either really like or I dislike. Usually I dislike. And that's a big character a piece of that character. But probably my favorite character I've ever played is actually it's called Ricky Jones, Special Agent Ricky Jones. And we had a Western campaign going on, and he was the leader of the group, you see. And he's very charismatic. He's a leader, and he always has these big, long speeches. I'm not that way at all, and I was very scared to play that. And it's recorded too, so like it's released. But I don't know, like when I turn on Ricky Jones, I tell you what, I can talk forever about an apple, and you will find it fascinating. And it's just But me, Adam, I'm like, I don't know, it's an apple. You just eat it, and it's good. So I guess my favorite quirk for that, for whatever reason, I can turn it on, is this charismatic. He's kind of dumb, but he's charismatic character that just gives these big long speeches, and it's a lot of fun. But it's weird that I can't do it unless I'm doing that voice. Is really what it is.
Magic though, the voice is like another thing.
Yeah.
I have a character like that right now. I mean, I play my characters for like 2 years, so I don't get to deviate a lot. But I'm also playing a country character, and I think my favorite quirk about them is the country witticisms or knowledge.
I was gonna say, if you couldn't think of anything, I was gonna talk about Cleoisms because they're the best in the
There's
world,
so many.
hands
They just
down.
come out like, if I was another inch taller, I'd be round, like, and they just keep coming forever, and it never stops. I don't know what it is about that voice, but like I can talk for 100 years like that, which is not different from my regular self. Whoops. I like to fold pop culture references into characters because every now and then I get to play like a one-shot or something. Like today I played a charity one-shot this morning, and I only get to play this character for this moment, so I based them off of Joe Dirt.
Yeah, Joe Dirt, yeah.
And it was so cool. It was like powered by the apocalypse, so you kind of inherently homebrew your spells in that system. And I had like a power called Wig Skin Voodoo Grow Skull, where like I would grow this like protective armor of wig skin like Joe Dirt really had. But my name was Joseph Sand, so whoever out there is looking to slap me with a lawsuit, bye. But yeah, I love doing that. I mean, because you only get to have them for like a moment, so it has to be wild.
I had a character.
Now they're all filed away.
Kind of to that point. I had a character one time who was famous for her malapropisms, which is like when you use the wrong word in a sentence or in like a commonly said phrase or something, like somebody would say, all right, well, we better get going. And she'd be like, you know what they say, a rolling stone gathers no moths, instead of moss. And so like anytime I could screw up a word in a sentence, like that was her.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm writing this down. I need to do this.
What
This
did
is going
you
into a character.
Malapropism. Yeah, that's what they're called.
Malapropisms.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Word of the day.
There you go. We are now an educational stream, friends.
Word of my life.
This stream is brought to you by the color O.
And that's a good point to break on. This break is brought to you by the color O. And so we are going to take a quick break. I'm going to drop a poll into chat right now, actually. So feel free to answer that. And we will be back in just a few minutes after we get a chance to stretch legs and refill drinks and all that good stuff. So we will see you in just a few minutes.
Free the water elemental.
Hashtag free the water elemental. All right, everybody, we are back from our break. I even remembered to unmute this time too, which is pretty darn impressive. And yeah, so we have a few more questions. Let's see, the poll looks like it's still going. Got another couple of minutes on the poll. So right now, Gummy Candy / Twizzlers is in the lead with 10 votes, followed by Other at 4, Cookies at 3, Chips, Pretzels / Nuts also at 3, now at 4, and Chocolate at 1. So somebody is dumping either bits or channel points into the voting, I'm guessing, which is okay. So welcome if you joined us during the break. We are just coming back from break. We've got another hour roughly of conversation. And we also have a giveaway going for a bracelet from Ray that she has made. So ! ticket if you haven't had the chance to enter yet, and that will get you entered. We're going to draw the winner right before the end of the stream, and you do need to be here to win. So stick around. And we're going to dive right back into the questions. So the next question that we have actually comes from DM's Treehouse. And the question is, does anyone here have experience with D100 systems?
No.
I actually do.
Why is my podcast asking that question? Do they know something I don't?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
They might. Dun, dun, dun.
Surprise.
But I want to.
I've played
Kinda wanna hear
Zweihander
more.
once, and that was somebody definitely dumped some channel points into there.
Oh, dang.
Let's see. So Chips, Pretzels, Nuts ended up winning at 17, followed by Gummy Candy and Twizzlers at 12, Other at 4, Cookies at 3, and Chocolate at 1. My answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what do I want to eat? That's what I'm putting in the poll. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, but yes, the question is D100 systems, have you ever played them? My answer is I've played Zweihander once or twice, and that is a D100 system.
What are some other ones, chat? Let's go.
Yeah, chat, list off some D100
Have my
systems.
notebook ready.
Chat, let's freaking go!
Get on it, chat.
Oh,
We
you're
gotta do
rolling
some
around.
research.
Doing?
Because I don't know.
Chat.
Who is this chat?
Seems the
Googling
chat
it.
is currently
Let's
Is that
see.
like
I'm
Chad?
gonna to the interwebs.
Chat is like M&M's.
Yeah.
Is that a D100
The
system?
chat is currently
I wanna
busy
play
talking
that.
about snacks.
I would like to
Let's
play
see.
a
Someone said
D100
Star
system.
Frontier, so I wrote it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that down too.
Let's see. Oh,
I
there's
was
a.
gonna say, can
Roll
I see a
Master?
copy of your notes?
Oh,
at the
I
end of this?
remember Rollmaster.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
right?
you.
Nicola, hook us up.
Okay.
Because I can't.
I
I,
will.
don't think I can write. I have there's paper all over.
Pendragon.
I can't
Ooh,
reach it with this thing
Pendragon.
on my shoulder.
GURPS? I'm gonna play that. I don't even care.
I didn't know GURPS was a D100
GURPS is a
system.
D100? I didn't know that.
I think
We're
it's a
not
D20.
Sure. We're not
Oh,
sure.
is it 20? Okay.
40K Rogue Trader. Do I need to write that one down? I should.
Yeah.
Let's see. From the basic role-playing family, Marathis, RuneQuest. I'm looking at a subreddit now. Magic World,
Careful.
Pendragon, Open Quest, Legend.
I can't write that fast. So
Uh,
screenshot that.
I will keep it open and I will send you the link later.
The Big Gold Book? That sounds
Is that a
kind of
game?
radical. I don't
The
know.
big gold is the big
It
gold.
better
book
be,
a
because
game?
I want to play it.
Let's see. Can make a hell of a fantasy book on its own. It contains most but not quite all of the mechanics of Magic World and throws in all the options, rules, and goodies appropriate for different eras, genres, settings, giving you the option of creating cross-time, parallel world games, or Rift-style everything you can imagine kitchen sink games. My brain just exploded. Yeah,
That's
pretty
what a
much
big gold
exactly
is.
like that.
I need that. I
Oh my
need
God.
that.
Want it.
Yeah.
Wants it.
College student broke. College student broke.
I-
College student.
I know,
broke.
right?
I'll find
Hey.
it. I'm gonna play that.
We will play that.
That sounds amazing.
Alright, bye everyone. We've got to...
Yeah, we've got stuff to do. Stream's over. Bye.
We need to.
Bye.
I need
We're
to
going
stop.
we're going to find the big gold book. We're going on an adventure to find the big gold book.
Oh my god, I
Um,
like that. I like that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Jason
up
C.
for a
Art.
lot of
I've
hours
played
now.
Classic Traveler.
Oh, okay. Is that an answer to that question?
I'm not sure. Oh,
It is
Yachts.
now.
That's right. Yachts was making a custom D100 game. I remember that.
Okay.
I went on the interwebs and instantly got an ad. So that's sad. Thanks.
The
Web?
internet is like,
Thanks, internet.
stop it.
Whatever.
What do you know?
All right. Well, that was a good question, and now this will be a learning point for all of us.
I
I
like
will make it a point to, at some point this week, I will research some D100 systems, and I will set something out on the Shared Experience Twitter that we can all enjoy,
Oh, cool.
and see what we can find. So if anybody finds anything, tag us at Shared Experience and Shared EXP RPG on Twitter, and we will also retweet that out. So yeah, let us know.
Yes.
All right, Zeal Zaddy would like to know, was there a moment when you realized you were comfortable playing or DMing, and what was the catalyst for that moment?
No.
No.
No. I have been playing. Okay, so I've been playing D&D for like 2 years. I am DMing for the first time actually in 2 weeks. Hopefully, none of those people who are playing in 2 weeks are listening. I'm DMing actually a one-shot that I wrote, which is gonna just be great, based on Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, cool.
And I am
Believe in
super,
you.
super excited about it. I really want it to go well. I did make somebody else. Oh, hi, Zed. Zed is definitely playing in that game in 2 weeks. But it's gonna be great. I'm not worried about it. Because even if I'd been a really experienced DM, they were just gonna have a really good time. Just making me rethink everything I'd ever thought about. But yeah, I am totally not comfortable playing any of these games, and I think that's what makes it really fun for me. Because if I felt like I was super comfortable with the rules, or even like even with like what I was doing, I would not enjoy it as much. I feel like that ambiguity of like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know enough, and we're just gonna go for it. And what's the worst that could happen? Is A, what makes it fun, and B, also, the worst that could happen is so much worse than anything you could have ever imagined. And it's amazing.
I've been DMing for a year now, and I still am not like up until like 5 minutes into the session. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm the worst DM in the world. Like, why the hell do you keep coming back every week? Like, this is. And by the end of the session, I'm fine. And then the next morning, I wake up and I'm like, I can't DM. But apparently, that's normal. I guess.
Yeah, kind
I
of.
don't know.
I was gonna say, I know a lot of DMs that get anxiety around it every time.
Yeah.
And the comment says, "Shut up, you are great." So there you go.
See, so there you go.
I believe that. I don't know. I think that, like, I've been playing this type of tabletop game, I guess, for a few years, for 3 and change years now. Like, all the time, every week. And I think that it was really hard for a while until you, like, when you get that feeling where you're really doing the thing with your party and you have the vibe and you're making something really crazy happen and there are huge stakes and the story is really, and you're just in it. And that's, I think, the moment that sells it, whether you actually feel like you can do the thing or not. It just, the point of it is that you might not be able to do the thing. And it took us like a long time to kind of learn that really good story comes out of bad stats and bad rolls and screw ups and mistakes. And so now that's like what we look for. Like we don't try to fail, but I mean, we don't run away from it anymore. We kind of run towards it and just like feel it. And it's fun. I mean, we're funnier when we're messing up. We don't really know what to do with good rolls. We play a comedy game anyway, so like because we're all emotionally flawed individuals, so we don't know how to be serious. We're trying really hard to learn that too. That's next. But I don't know, it's scary to leave your party, right? Like this month I've been playing for a while, and this month I played like 12 charity streams, and it was kind of like the ultimate beat grinder for like, look, can you do it or not? And I feel pretty good now that I've survived like 12 of these things with a lot of people that I've never played with, and I've had to learn like 7 game systems this month.
Oh wow.
This last month, actually. It's a different month now. I don't know what year we're in.
You know that
and
one.
I mean, like,
you have gone hard in the sauce in saying yes to going on stream.
But like straight up, I still have these moments where I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm here. I can't do anything. I'm a tiny shrimp. And like, I was just talking to Randy right before this, and Randy was like, "You're not a shrimp, man." And I was like, "Wait, what?" There's a chance that I might be like something bigger than a shrimp, like a lobster, but I don't know. I think that's the secret, right? Like nobody feels like they can do it all the time, and like you have to be there for your people, and you have to be there for the people you don't know yet, because like you can get with people and make stuff, and it is the coolest feeling in the world, and the rest of it is terrifying.
That was so inspiring that I am changing the mad plushie back to a happy plushie and putting it on the other shoulder.
It's scary to make stuff, man.
Trying.
Our brains are
now
weird.
I want to play a shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I play a shrimp?
A fried one, though.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know why that was relevant, but it really seemed important at the time.
I'm writing that down.
Little notepad.
For the next Bastards charity stream. No, I'm kidding. I think I had a moment that made me more comfortable. I still get hesitant when I go into like new games and things, but the second character I ever played, I was writing up everything. It was a Fearbolg druid, and I was like, I need a name. Like, I don't want a regular name. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna name them Leaf. And then I was like, why am I gonna name them Leaf? And then I came up with the story that the reason they were named Leaf is because when they first left the forest and came out and didn't speak that much common, everybody kept saying Leaf, Leaf. And they thought that was their name. And it cracks me up so much. And I was like, maybe I can do this RPG thing. But everybody always goes, oh, that's so sad. And I'm like, yeah, it is, isn't it? It's hilarious.
Sweet.
That's why her name is Leaf, because everyone said Leaf, Leaf.
I love it.
I feel like I got okay at DM. I am not good at DMing yet, and I never will be, because I feel like once you think you're really good at something, you stop learning. That's been a life philosophy for myself. Ooh. So I tried really hard not to get that headspace. But I felt a little bit more comfortable when I went into sessions without a lot planned, because as any DM will know, the second you put down plans is the second your players just toss them out the window. And that can be a stressful thing, but if you go in without plans and a little bit of skill and improv, you can really make some awesome things happen. And, you know, I think other than that, I mean, Taylor really summed it up really well. I feel the very same way, you know, playing a lot of stuff, and it's just like that. You just did a really good job saying, good job, Taylor. That was a really great explanation. Don't have much more to add than that.
Yeah, I mean, I have like a antidote to that. It's like the same kind of thing where it's like, I was my first time DMing, not my first game, but like my first campaign, DMing for some friends. We're all new to D&D. Lost Minds of Phandelver. For those familiar, at one point you're in the town and there's the red brand ruffians that are roughing up town, and the players fought them and killed them. And then they're just going to be like, all right, we're going to go off and do other things. And I was like, well, like, you know, part of what the module says is like, oh no, like encourage the players to like go through that kind of arc or whatever. So I had the mayor come up and be like, you just killed the ruffians. Like they're going to like bring retribution on the town. Like you guys got to do something. You got to do something now. And they were like, nah, we're good. And I was like, all right, this mayor's not just going to give up. He's like, no guys, like seriously, like I appreciate all the help you've done, but like this is going to be a problem. And if you're out adventuring for the next few days, like we're going to bear the brunt of it. Like, please, can you stay and help? And one of the players was, again, new, was like, wait, this is D&D. I can do whatever I want. So he pulled out his crossbow and shot the mayor in the arm. And I, like in that moment, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I was like, I can't have him kill this, mayor, because that'll just derail everything. So, but he rolled to hit, and he rolled like an 18, and I was like, oh yeah, you hit him. Roll damage. He rolled kind of low, so I was like, okay, you hit him in the arm. And now they've got the angry mob coming for them. Like people outside their shop are like, wait, what's going on? Wait, they're attacking the mayor? And just being able to like handle that as a new DM, a few weeks, maybe months in afterwards, and my players being like, that was awesome. Like that was so much fun. Like that felt real, but still not like over the top. And I was like, oh, thank you. And that's when I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. But I think every DM kind of has, if you like really think about it, that one moment where you were able to kind of like what Adam was saying, improv that. No plans written, something happens and you respond, and it is the right response, or it elicits more fun, I guess. Yeah.
The vibe.
The vibe.
Vibe.
The vibe.
I mean, I can vouch for the fact I've only played a one-shot with you, Stefan, but it was pretty darn fun, so...
Thank you, yes. And then, of course, as any DM knows, your players are what makes the game. So, people like Luna coming in and just bringing that amazing energy to a game makes the DMing so much easier. You're like, you guys do all the work. Talk to the NPCs, talk to each other, come up with your ideas. I'm going to sit back here and just listen and be like, yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah, when we played that campaign, well, the one shot that you did, though, I have to say that when we hit the final room and we found the treasure, everybody that was on the stream was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, because he brought in all of this like outside pop culture stuff, but it was like all like in the treasure in this final room that we found. Like we were finding, we were like, is there anything from Lord of the Rings here? And he's like, oh yeah, you find, whatever it was. We were finding like lightsabers and all kinds of really fun stuff like that. Yeah, Pokeball.
Jacob on the stream was obsessed. Elementals being summoned from Pokeballs.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so funny. So yeah, that was good. I liked that.
I'm glad. Yes, it's always a pleasure.
So let's see. Lord Richter had a question of, what campaign team stuff have you made or gotten for a campaign?
Like in the game?
Sure. I'm not sure. That was literally the context of the question, so...
Luna, why can't you read their mind?
I mean, no, ever anyway.
Just so disappointing.
I have a thing I want to get for my players, but I'm totally going to say it, even though at least one or two of my players is in chat right now. But
put your hands over your ears.
Yeah, don't listen right now.
Have your ears,
Vertrox, off or something.
No, I'm kidding. It's his item. So, my players, their adventuring party name is called the Red Right Hand, because of an incident that happened that one of my players burned their right hand on accident. Not accident. They crit on the Mother of Manticores, and I made them hurt themselves. So then they ended up putting a handprint on the place, and so it became the Red Right Hand, and it was really cool. So then they came up with a symbol of a hand that's got 5 rings on it, and on each ring is a symbol of the players. So one of them is a family sigil, one of them is fire because they're a paladin of the fire god or something. One of them is the bear, which is a bear with deer antlers. And then we just have 2 new players, so they haven't designed theirs yet. So one of the things they did was Vertrox in one of the towns bought everybody gloves. One has black and one has red. And they put their symbols on the back of them.
Oh, that's
and I'm like,
cool.
That is so cool. I want somebody to make those for my players because that'd be so cool.
That is very cool.
I don't.
Okay,
but
I have
apparently, what's a
clarification in
Paradise
chat.
Lost reference? I don't know.
The story.
Oh,
Trevor got some depth there. Look at that.
what?
Watch out.
I don't believe it. Not.
Hey,
I've known him. I've known him too long. He does not have depth.
still waters run deep. Okay. Okay. It looks like it's a real world
Yes,
thing.
like
so,
a commemorative
commemorate.
thing. Yep.
Ah.
I have one for this. I got.
Well-
It was. Was it crit? Yeah, I don't know what year it is either or what month. But anyways, I think it was Christmas. I got all my players, the other players in the show, a roll-up dice tray that had. I think you were talking about it, Ray. It's kind of like got the zipper bag to put dice in. It's a leather tray, kind of like that. But I got a saying engraved on each one, and it was just a quote that each of them had played in the campaign. And it was cool. I really liked it, and I didn't get one for myself, and I was very mad.
That's an
And-
ultimate DM move.
Yeah, and then instantly, all three of them, and it's a leather like dice tray, and it's got little straps. Each of them, this exact same time, just put them up like little aprons, and they wore them the whole session like aprons. Just because I don't know. It was. I'm like,
That's
guys,
so
those are
fun.
dice trays.
Little babies.
The nerve.
How dare you go off book with my gift?
Exactly.
I have
Dude,
the
this
thing
could be
Taylor
so
got.
Yeah, okay. We made some dice. That was our first ever. We made
Commemorative thing, and I just haven't mailed them yet.
and Nicola sorted the whole thing, so I'm not gonna take any credit.
So they
for it.
have.
You-
I
You do
did,
it.
but like you guys
Do it
did the
harder.
campaign, so but they've got the spaceship on them in the 20 spot.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's the first
Ah.
time we've ever tried something like that, so that was
It
cool.
was heckin' fun, and then we gave away a set for the birthdays,
That
and
was
that was fun. But yeah, so
and we made
they did good dice.
patches. They look like this.
Oh, cool.
It's our DM. And it's and it says
Dragon Daddy.
Dragon Daddy, and he's holding a dragon, like kind
Oh
of
my
sexy.
I love it.
And
That is
he
sexy.
looks like that. He's called Dick. And
Dick Dynamite.
He's like, look at him. Brr. The thread is metallic,
That's great.
and yeah, because this is a joke about how one time we were doing Ask Me Anythings, and I had photoshopped his head onto Daenerys from Game of Thrones as the father of dragons, because it was before our sci-fi campaign when we were still doing a dragon themed fantasy homebrew, and so we had started calling him the father of dragons, and it obviously devolved into
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Daddy because
Totally.
we're sick. But yeah,
I
they're
mean-
huge, and if you ever do patches, just word to the wise, be careful about your thread count because they get expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think
you know.
Dragon Daddy was a devolving, what about DM? That was a devolving.
Okay,
Of-
well, he also, because he's called Dick, he also does this segment where anytime he does something cool or clever, because, you know, we're not really rules people, but he apparently is. And we just, everything that he does that's impressive to us, we call Dick Magic. and,
It's so good.
and boy, it reads weird on the internet. It's really messing up our SEO, let me tell you.
Oh my
Traffic's
God.
up, but it ain't the kind we thought we were gonna get.
I can imagine.
And for Badger Heart, I drew his muscles in really huge, just like because why not?
Because why not?
TTRPGs, baby, blow them up.
I commissioned a piece of art. We were coming up on the end of a campaign, and I commissioned a piece of art of all of our characters. And the name of the stream was Tabletop Tavern, and so it was all of our characters in a tavern, and the DM was in the picture as well, because, you know, we wanted to make sure that he got included. I wanted to make sure he got included. And so he's at the table, like, you know, in a hooded cloak, so you can only see like part of his face. And then there's a DM screen, and like up on it on the DM screen, what you can see is like the artist that did it is phenomenal and really, really pays a lot of attention to tiny little details. So like, we had one character who had a donkey named Jackson, and Jackson died, and it was very sad. And so then he got another donkey, and he named it Jackson 2. And so, like, on the DM screen, there was a little Post-it note that said Jackson with a line through it, and then Jackson 2 below it. And then there was a scene where we talked about... I didn't. Right, Yachts, R.I.P. Jackson. Yachts, it was Yachts' character that had Jackson the donkey. And there was another scene where Yachts' character managed to use prestidigitation to conjure up a little fake elemental out of mead in another player's glass. And so there was a little mead elemental, which naturally this goes to the other character being like, oh my god, the mead's haunted. Oh my god, if the mead is haunted, the water's haunted. And so like he charges down to like the local fountain, like the big fountain in the center of town, and is like stomping around in it and like slashing his sword at the water because he's convinced that the water's haunted. And so like up on the picture, there's a picture of a little well with a ghost popping out of it, and then very faintly around the on the picture frame it says water's haunted. And you know, just little stuff like that. There was a picture of another cast from another stream hanging up on the wall, and it was just really, really, really well done. And I love that piece of art. I don't keep in touch with everybody that was in that campaign anymore, which is kind of sad, but I really loved the detail that went into that art. So yes, and Katie's like, and now the water is haunted. We've come full circle. Yes, that's true. Yeah. So
as I mentioned, our campaign is international, so it's hard to ship things to each other. But we did. I also did mention that I am a Discord troublemaker, and I take that role very seriously.
What does that mean, real quick?
I'm about to explain.
So you gotta ask.
Hopefully he's not here, because otherwise it's gonna ruin a really big birthday surprise that he's not gonna get in the mail until tomorrow. But one of the things that we, thank you very much. All right, you're gonna have to go, buddy. You can sit on my lap. One of the things that we did in the Dice Populi Discord server is at one point we do these listening parties for every time there's a new Dice Populi episode, and what we'll do is we all listen together, and then we're posting in the server, you know, our comments or whatever. And I don't know how we got here, but one of the characters is a Dragonborn, and his name is Locke. And somebody came up with the idea that he was wearing like Victoria's Secret type pants that had bubble butt written across the back, which is another one of the characters. And that character, no, I'm not worried about Toast. I'm worried that Pat is here because the guy who plays that character, I'm friends. I always make friends with the girlfriends, guys. I made friends with his girlfriend on Discord, got their address, and we, as our campaign, which came out of this Dice Populi server, I made these pants and we sent them to him for his birthday, and he will be receiving them in the mail tomorrow. And they say bubble butt across the back, and they are bright pink.
I'm here for that chaos.
And she was like, he is gonna die, and I'm like, that is the goal. Just
that's it.
The goal. She and I also have
maybe a little
bit, yeah. She and I also have some other running plans of things that we want to send to cast members at this point. So we're just like sneakily acquiring cast member addresses. So as inside jokes come up, we are sending out these ridiculous cast member gifts. Yeah, and they have not kicked me out of this server yet.
I mean, it sounds like you're giving very thoughtful, kind gifts to people. Why would they kick you out for that?
Would you like the bright pink pair of pants that say bubble butt?
Without a doubt, yes.
Yeah,
maybe.
Absolutely.
It's so personalized.
Yeah, and that was like, honestly, that was the point. Like, and so we sent it from our campaign, which we joke is the insurrection, because our campaign came out of the Dice Populi Discord to begin with, and we're not a podcast, we just play. But like, every now and then we'll just throw in a couple jokes about the insurrection just to make them nervous. And...
We've tried to do joke things, but the bastards also deal with the fact that they're all international. And so occasionally
it's hard.
It's been like, okay, Amazon Germany.
We are
Nope,
told.
doesn't have it. It's not good enough joke to spend all that shipping.
But a lot
Amazon
of our
Iceland.
patrons,
No.
Oh, there's no Amazon here.
I wanted to send a paper shredder to Norway. I'm in the United States. It would have cost me $70.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's not great.
It's
It's
just
not
not
worth it.
No, the shipping that it's going to cost on these single D20s is not that
It's
much, but it's still
absurd.
it's insane. But yes, because one of them goes to Norway, one of them goes to Germany, and one of them goes to Ice. Is it Norway? I don't remember.
Evan's in Norway, Dick's in the UK, I'm in Iceland, and Dan's in Germany. But most of our patrons live in the US and the UK, which do have Amazons. And so I like to use that little address book to send weird stuff to their houses.
Like the time that Vertrox came home and found 20 face masks in his...
He said he'd never done a face mask before, and like the kind that you peel off of your face. And I was like,
Oh,
I was like, you're about to find out.
Yes. And then he
I really
messaged
hope
me
you're not
like, what did
watching,
you
but if you
do?
are, happy birthday. So sorry I spoiled it a day before it came.
No, now they get to feel the joy twice. And then every time they put the pants on.
Joy my...
Hell yeah.
Forever.
Never take them off.
Probably won't.
Right? They're just living them now.
No, but then you get suit stink.
Full circle.
Nice job,
Yes.
guys.
Yes. It's
I
so
feel like
good.
Adam is so glad that came back. Look,
I'm so happy.
It's like,
One
yeah.
thing I never want to live down.
it's like glitter.
Oh, yeah.
It gets everywhere.
Okay, glitter. If you either have to live just in a house that's just there's glitter everywhere, or you got to keep suit stink for the rest of your life. Like, what do you think?
I live that glitter life.
That's
Let it go.
amazing. Amazing.
All about that.
All
He's not
right.
answering.
Let's see. I think we have one more. Oh no, two more questions, but I don't think we're gonna have time to get to the last one. So, this is probably a fun one to wrap up on. What is your PC's, or if an NPC, if you're a DM, favorite food in game?
Beans. Easy.
You're so ready.
Right?
Yeah,
Totally
Every
was.
single one. I've got a brand. I'm the bean
Ready with
dad.
that, he was ready with that
yeah.
emote too. Look at that.
Right?
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
Beans.
Props.
I know what I'm about.
Right.
Beans and seed stink.
I know
One
my
causes
brand.
the other.
My character, Curon, has a hankering for sweets, and so does one of our party's magic items. It's a magical snake bracelet that she controls, and it's like a cool like grappling hook attack thing.
Ooh.
And so we're in like a nice capital city. We have some of the parties are like, copying spells down. So my character and her character are like, let's go get some breakfast. And there's cinnamon buns. And my character's like, oh, I do like cinnamon buns. So they ordered them. And as he's going to eat it, the snake comes out to grab it and he shoves it in his mouth. Failed the constitution roll. So I started choking, and then the other character, Scarlet, had to perform the Heimlich and rolled a natural 20 on her Heimlich maneuver.
Oh my gosh. Well, I
in
mean,
the end, the snake still got its desserts because after my character Curon coughed up the cinnamon bun, it ate the...
Oh.
Yeah, so the ending was a little gross, but we still have fun.
I'm trying to
Taylor,
think.
yours should be really short.
Yeah, everything. I play that. I guess in that way, I'm a lot like my no. Nah, that's true. I can't pretend. Cleo is a
name.
yeah. She's a bear. So I mean, she eats stuff that probably shouldn't be eaten. A couple things that are okay to eat. It's a sci-fi game, so we have a food replicator, so we can make anything in the spaceship. But the issue is that like there's we're never on like Earth or the Terran planet in the system really, so we're eating a lot of stuff that who knows, we're making it up. Sometimes it's trash, not gonna lie, but and one time it was a whole guy.
No, it wasn't the whole guy.
Yeah, you're right, just part.
You left part of him to
Yeah,
yeah, it was fine.
right. It's cool.
Oh,
And then, but I kept the bucket. I kept the bucket from like a fried delicacy, and I keep parts in it so I can build bombs.
oh, I thought you meant parts of it. Okay.
No, the guy,
Yeah.
the guy, I consumed what I could get, and then the rest, just.
Sure.
I didn't intend to finish him, but the dice decided that it
As
was
they
lethal.
do.
And so
Stefan had the same response all the guys had on the podcast. And you and me are
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
I was
Nope.
like, this. Everybody that I play with was like, "You did what? Oh my god! Why are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, she's a bear. Like, how is it weird? Because she would eat a person, or
Yeah.
he was a bird humanoid. So it was like, this
Oh,
is
even better.
more
It's
normal.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the thing is that I'm actually a person sleeved into a bear. So they were like, "You're a person eating somebody," and I'm like, "Well, it was still a bird, and chicken, bro."
I guess
But-
it's
Also, there was a lot
never
of
know.
murder that happened. So it was
There was.
just
It was
dessert.
justified. It was justified. It was
Justified.
justified.
sure.
But if you leave it out, I'm eating it. That's how I roll.
There you go.
I had my Fearbulk I was talking about earlier, Leaf, had this sandwich and they called it Leaf Sandwich. And it was something that I saw on Facebook by Emmy Made, a cooking channel creator, that was this sandwich that was like whipped cream with different fruits in it. And you like packed it so it got really packed together. And I saw it on there and I was like, Leaf was at a party that she was completely out of her element, completely uncomfortable. And I said, "This sandwich is on that tray, right?" Wink. And my dad's like, "Sure." And so I like pick up the tray and I'm carrying it around eating this sandwich. And then I steal 2 of them to take back to our magnificent mansion to show the unseen servants how to make them. And so then every time it was just, I always had this sandwich in my hand. And I still have not made the sandwich for myself in real life because I'm afraid it won't live up to the hype I've done in my brain.
Make a sandwich out of whipped cream.
I will send you the video.
Please do.
I think it's out of the fruit.
But
The
I
whipped
have
cream
a-
just holds it together.
Exactly. It's so good. Plus, it's Emmy Made. Not
We're
sponsored,
thinking about
but
the
go
same
watch them
whipped
on.
cream.
We're probably not. But then in Chronicles of the Ill-Fated Dice, which is a podcast that I'm currently recording, is going to be released in the near future. My pygmy owlbear is obsessed with pies.
Ooh,
Nice.
love a good pie.
Mhm.
Like a
We're
meat
playing,
pie or a fruit
Oh.
pie?
All
Oh,
Just
currently,
any
they've
pie.
only had to interact with sweet pies, but like any kind of
Bring it
pie.
on. You can put anything in a pie.
They're a
I like
pygmy owlbear from the Feywild. Like this is all new, and they're like,
yeah, it's fair.
"Hi."
This whole conversation has just made me
Fine.
realize that my character Evie's favorite food is pecan pie.
Woo!
Like
Okay.
literally just now, I just realized that.
Didn't you have one that was also love potatoes? Because
Yes,
that is my idol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my other character that I played before this one, Eda Bricks, it was definitely
Wow.
into the
Meat
whole halfling
incarnate.
food. Yeah,
I
she
love
was
potatoes.
like a meat and potatoes girl, and like you name it, she could tell you how to cook potatoes with it. Yeah.
We're in the death house, so my character's favorite food is anything she can find.
Yeah, that's fair.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Been there. Oh man.
All right. Well, we are just about at that point where we need to start wrapping up for the night. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a last call for giveaway entries, ! Ticket, if you would like to enter the giveaway for a bracelet that Ray has made and generously offered up as a giveaway tonight. It's either the one that that she had, like that she was showing off. It's kind of a red color, and I think there's some little
some
tiny dice
dice.
on it.
There's some dice in there.
But if you want something different,
Love
she's
it.
willing to work with you on anything that's available in her shop as well. So, like I said, exclamation point ticket if you haven't gotten to enter and would like to. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for last minute entries, I'm going to have everybody go around and tasty generic beef. Yes. Somebody in our campaign last week, we were getting something to eat, or a couple weeks ago, we were getting something to eat, and they said, I just want a plate of beef. Like literally just generic beef. That's
what
all.
more could you want?
The
right?
heart just wants what the heart wants.
It's true. It's so true. So I'm going to have everybody go around again. Just remind us of who you are and where we can find you around the interwebs. And we're going to go in reverse order. So, Stefan, we're going to start with you this time.
Oh, hi, I'm Stefan, at the Stefnator. Chant it 3 times and I'll show up and help with whatever you need. I can be found everywhere. I'm part of Paradise RPG. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, if you want to watch an actual play, we've got it going on. I play Kieran there, and then I run one-shots once a month there with fantastic people like yourselves in the community. So, like, you know, maybe check out your inboxes in the near future. Luna's played with me, and she was wonderful. I'm very thankful for that. I will be playing Saturday. I'm in a creator... let me get the thing up. Creators Assemble. Adventures for Charity game that'll be playing with them, and I'm excited for that. And then Sunday, Games Tavern is running a stream for No Kid Hungry, and I'll be playing in that as well. Our very own Clayton from Paradise will be DMing. It should be a lot of fun if you're looking for things this weekend. Sounds packed. I also know that Jasper's Game Day, who Paradise supports, is got their charity week going. So, you know, there's a lot of things happening right now in the TTRPG world that I'm not a part of, but you should support it all anyways.
All of it. Every single one.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on and hanging out. And I'm excited to learn that you're playing in the Games Tavern event, because we are actually part of that. So,
Yes.
yeah. Taylor, we'll go to you next.
I'm Taylor. You can find me on Twitter. My name is the same on Twitter as it is in the chat. I'm Spook Awesome, SPOOOKASEM. That's me. And I'm on the Backwater Bastards, where I live. We drop episodes on Thursdays, so you can listen to them at your own leisure. I am there all the time, but I'm also other places right now. I've just finished my 12th charity stream, so I no longer have charity streams to push on people, I think. I think I've just finished the last one for a minute, but just keep your eyeballs peeled, because there are always more. It is charity stream season. Otherwise, till then, I am going to be in, I think, 2 things with Aaron's Games, who is the best, and I'm also currently doing a spot on Dice Tyrants. I'm playing in their Savage Worlds Pathfinder game, Dungeons of Discordia, and my character is named Hemin, which is a play on He-Man.
Totally
It's a
is.
girl.
I've definitely lurked in that stream before.
It's pretty wild.
It really is.
It's such a crazy game. It's my first experience with Savage Worlds, so it was one of the systems I learned last month, and it's incredible. And the whole team working on it is unbelievable. They have taught me 1,000 things that I was too simple to know about before, like green screens. I learned like 20 things from them already, but they're the best. And obviously, come be my friend on Twitter. I'm always looking for new people to play with. I heart one-shots so much. And yeah, come hang out. You guys are why we do the thing.
It's true.
So, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Well, thank you, Taylor, for coming to hang out.
Always. This is the best.
Nicola, let's go over to you.
Hi, I'm Nicola the Druid on Twitter. This is Hank Johnson.
Oh my
he's been-
gosh, he's so cute.
He's so cute.
He's also so big. Like, this is my entire
So
stomach.
big.
And are you gonna sit still? Okay. Nope. That's fine. Whatever. So you can find me all over the place, literally. Mostly you can find things that I'm doing on Twitter. You can find me supporting the Backwater Bass. There we go. Okay, bye, baby. Fine. He's about to go get his summer haircut. I am also on the Good Better Side Quest along Aaron, currently being DM'd by Nolan Lacey, who in chat just tried to cause some chaos with a question earlier, asking me if I prefer jellyfish or man-o-wars, as if you're wanting me to pick which of my podcasts is my favorite because the Backwater Bastards has a jellyfish and Good Better Side Quest has a man-o-war. So...
I believe the wording of the question is, which do you prefer more, jellyfish or man-o-wars, and why is it man-o-war?
Yes, we'll take your answer off air. Thank you. Making me pick between my babies.
Because the answer is neither. It's Space Bears. Thank you. Have a good evening.
It is. Thank you. Anyway, I also have some projects that are currently being recorded. One of them that is Chronicles of the Ill-Fated Dice at Ill-Fated Die on Twitter, and then some others that have not been announced yet. I'm also a producer, so if you need anything helping with organizing, because it's my obsession and I have no other life, hit me up and I can help organize your charity streams.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and finally getting to hang out with me. This was super fun, and I'm glad you were here. And let's see. Next, we'll go over to Ray.
All right. Well, I am Ray. I am, as I said, a podcast enthusiast and a Discord troublemaker. You can find me on Discord in the Dice Populi Discord as Plushy Princess, or the Dimension Door and Inspired Incompetence Discords as Dreamy Ray. You can find me on Instagram as Dreamy Ray. I am a children's book author. You can find my book on Amazon, and it is only a digital publish, so there is no physical copy, so buy it digitally because it's great, and then we save the planet. And there is another book hopefully coming out later this year once it's fully illustrated, and I have really enjoyed getting to talk to all of you guys and have this conversation, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And we will draw the winner for your giveaway in just a minute. Adam, we're going to go up to you now.
Yeah, I'm Adam. Thanks so much for having me. You can find me on Twitter at GoodBeanDad. Like I said, I got a brand, and it's all about TTRPGs and beans, and I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I found out who I am, and I feel free! Anyways, you can please check out my podcast, DM's Treehouse. Like I said, we're just about finishing up our second campaign. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of suit stink, and that's what it is.
Own it. Be proud.
Yeah, you're right. I've learned so much from this, and it's just that I am the suit stink, and the suit stink is me, and I refuse to let it go.
That's it. That's all you got.
Yeah, and that's good. And that's, okay. And I forgot what I was going to say, and it doesn't even matter. Suit stink. You can find me on Twitch. Good, great friends. That's the other thing I do, and that's it. Beans and suit stink. Thank you so much. Good night.
I don't even know how to follow that. So we're just going to draw a winner for the giveaway. That's how we're going to end this. All right. So I'm going to close the giveaway entries now. And we're going to draw a winner.
Pretty.
Everybody ready?
Shiny.
Lord Richter 17.
Lord Richter!
Yeah!
Yay!
So, Lord Richter, I'm almost positive you're still here. So, say something in chat. And
What's your favorite color?
the letter
Why
O.
is it yellow?
Yeah, that's true.
Crap, now I have to buy 2 more. All right. Well, Lord Richter is still here.
We'll talk about it.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you guys could get in touch with each other already. So
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for that, and thank you to all who entered. And I am Gamer Mom Luna. This has been Tales from the Tavern. We're here every Sunday night from 8 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern time, 5 to 7 Pacific. I don't even know anymore. I've lost track. And I know it starts at 5 Pacific, so 2 hours from there. And then on Tuesday nights, right here on the same channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, also you can find our Ripples in the Gray stream, which is a Star Wars Fantasy Flight Games Edge of the Empire story that is set in the Clone Wars? I believe it's the Clone Wars. And on Wednesday nights is 50 Shades of Crimson, and that is our Pathfinder First Edition campaign, which is a Curse of the Crimson Throne adventure with a lot of homebrew thrown in. So feel free to drop by. We also have a lot of charity stuff coming up. We are going to be part of the series of charity streams for No Kid Hungry coming up in a couple of weeks. This stream will be part of it, and our Tuesday night stream will be a part of it as well. So look for more information coming about that. We've also got a massive 3-day event coming up over 4th of July weekend where we're doing a charity stream for Extra Life. So so be on the lookout for that as well. We will have TTRPG content for 3 days straight, Friday through Sunday. So that's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work, and I'm going to crash so hard on Monday.
Girl, hit me up.
And
You know
have
I can do
deserved
it.
I do know that. Yeah, so so that is it. We are going to drop a raid on, let's see, who do we want to go say hi to? Let's go
Everyone.
see. You know who we have to go say hi to, because I mentioned their sticker is, we need to go say hi to our friends at Turtles and Chill. And we're gonna go drop them a hello. I need to learn how to type.
They're so incredible. They sent me like the coolest message about just like, hey, we're here to make sure everybody's okay, and
Yeah, they're really awesome.
the vibe is so good.
It's so great. It's so much fun. And if you aren't a follower of them, I highly recommend it. And I'm not just saying that because I am a moderator on that channel, but it's literally a 24-hour stream of chill music and as I call it, lo-fi music, hi-fi turtles. So go say hello, and we will see you all on Tuesday night for Ripples in the Gray. Have a great evening, everybody.